Are your most experienced or rock star employees struggling as new supervisors? Do you want to discover why traditional leadership training is actually failing your supervisors and learn about a new approach that transforms frontline supervisors without disrupting operations? Well, in the next few minutes, we'll show you how the PeopleWork Supervisor Academy is changing the game in leadership development, one bite-sized lesson at a time. Stick around to find out how you can build a stronger, more capable leadership team without ever taking your supervisors off the floor. Let's see if this sounds familiar. John was your top performer on the production line for years. His technical skills were unmatched. So when a supervisory position opened up, promoting John seemed like a no-brainer. Overnight, he went from production rock star to supervisor. Now, fast forward 6 months, and now you notice that John is struggling. His team's productivity is down. Safety incidents are inching up, and you're left wondering, what's going on? Look, if all this sounds familiar, you're not alone. Companies are facing a critical challenge. And it happens when technically skilled workers are promoted to leadership positions without the tools to succeed. Think of it in terms of a mechanical part. Ignore that, and at some point, it's going to fail. Same thing with people. Let's face it, companies are still relying on outdated training methods that, well, it just doesn't cut it anymore. Times have changed. Technology has changed. The needs of employees has changed. So, are your frontline supervisors set up for success in a fast-changing market? Here are the 4 big issues that we're seeing. First issue is an over-reliance on technical skills. Companies promote their best technical performers to become supervisors and assume that the supervisor's leadership skills will come naturally. But leadership is a completely different skill set, and waiting for those skills to develop is going to take, at minimum, 2 years for your people to figure it out for themselves. Some never do. Frontline supervisors who need to be equipped to positively influence your frontline teams, they need training and development. The second issue, ineffective training formats. There are still too many boring classrooms, long PowerPoint presentations, outdated computer modules that just don't engage frontline supervisors. When the training doesn't hold the attention of supervisors, it doesn't sink in. Besides, these old-style classroom trainings rarely lead to any kind of lasting change. You're essentially force-feeding your supervisor with everything on the menu at one time. And there's no way they can digest all of it or even retain much of it. In fact, you'll be lucky if your supervisors retain 5% of what they were taught. That means the training is 95% ineffective. Third issue, a lack of ongoing support. One-off training sessions don't give your supervisors the continuous ongoing development they need to grow and adapt. You see, it's what happens when the training is over that really matters. It's what happens when they get back in front of their teams that matters. If there's no one mentoring them and helping them to continue their development after the classroom training, then by default, you're expecting them to just magically transform from a single training session. You will be disappointed. And fourth issue, disconnected learning. Traditional training usually takes supervisors away from their teams for sometimes days at a time. That creates disruptions and makes it hard for those supervisors to apply any of the new skills they're acquiring in real time. Nothing your supervisors learn off-site can be tried in the moment because they're not with their teams. What they learn today has to survive another class tomorrow and then another good night's sleep. Not to mention, most supervisors taken away from their teams are still on their phones trying to run their teams back at home from a distance. They aren't really engaged in the material when they're distracted by what's happening back at work. And without engagement, are they actually absorbing anything? And let's not forget that supervisors without leadership skills are going to hit a ceiling. That leaves your company without anyone in the pipeline ready to move up into a middle or senior management position down the road. That'll force you to look outside of your own people for senior positions. And once that happens, your current supervisors will figure out that there's no place for them in the company's future. So let's talk about the cost of these issues. A lack of supervisor leadership skills leads to higher turnover, more safety issues, decreased productivity, and potentially a toxic work culture. Supervisors are being set up to fail, and the company's paying the price. Look, you want to create a stable of supervisors prepared to lead their teams today and to lead the company tomorrow. So what if there was a way to equip and transform your frontline supervisors without disrupting your operations? What if you could give your supervisors leadership training right in the field or right on the factory floor in bite-sized pieces that fit into even the busiest schedules? Well, enter the PeopleWork Supervisor Academy. We've reimagined supervisor training from the ground up. We've created a comprehensive 58-week program that delivers powerful results without taking your team out of the field. Our approach is simple. Bring the learning to your supervisors, wherever they are and whatever time of the day it may be. So let's dive into what makes the 58-week PeopleWork Supervisor Academy so unique. We kick things off with 8 weeks of daily micro-learning in the CareFull Supervisor 8-week program. Now, each weekday, your supervisors will receive a short 3 to 7 minute video packed with actionable insights. And these aren't theoretical lectures, they're practical, real-world strategies that supervisors can apply immediately. But here's where our program differs. We only offer one idea a day. That's it. No cramming a bunch of stuff into every video, one idea. And it's meant to allow each supervisor the chance to process each bite before they take another bite tomorrow. That's the first 8 weeks of the PeopleWork Supervisor Academy. After the initial 8 weeks, we keep the momentum going with 44 weekly Monday Mentor videos. Every Monday for 44 more weeks, your supervisors get more leadership wisdom to start their week strong. The learning in the Monday Mentor program is a mixture of some review material from the 8-week program, added with the latest trends in supervisory, white paper research and surveys, and we cap it off with chapters and passages from relevant business books with great learning for supervisors. It's a perfect way for any supervisor to begin their week, and we do that for 44 weeks in a row on Mondays. And let's not forget how crucial safety is in industrial settings. I mean, getting employees to buy into safety is a real struggle for a lot of companies. So they trot out the requisite gruesome photos of injury, the gory videos, the injured worker turned safety speaker preaching their generic, "don't do what I did" messages, and nothing changes for long. It's because it just doesn't work. And here's why. Because these scare tactics, and that's what they are, offer no clear benefit back to the employee. Look, we asked hundreds of supervisors who've been through our academy to tell us what benefits their employees get from safety. What's in it for them personally? 52 benefits of safety is the answer to that question. 52 weekly videos that supervisors can play for their teams right from their mobile device. 52 reasons to get behind safety. 52 safety topics for supervisors for their weekly meetings. And best of all, it changes the conversation from compliance to what's in it for me. The 52 benefits of safety video arrives every Friday. Listen, learning doesn't happen in isolation. That's why we provide support programs that supplement a supervisor's leadership learning experience. Every week, we also host our live weekly group coaching sessions on Zoom. It's a chance for your supervisors to interact with other supervisors and with me. Now, this is not formal instruction. Think of it as a big roundtable discussion focused on one thing: supervisors becoming more effective. PeopleWork Supervisor Academy is no quick fix program. Our full program runs 58 weeks. That's 14 months, with each segment carefully paced to ensure your people get maximum retention and are able to process bite-sized information pieces while they take the time to apply their new skills. Look, we're committed to the long-term success of your supervisors. And what sets us apart is our micro-learning approach. No more pulling supervisors off the floor for days at a time and then force-feeding them every piece of information you can throw at them. No more information overload, just consistent, bite-sized learning that fits seamlessly into your supervisor's daily routines. Truthfully, as a company, you don't want to pay for just information. You want a transformation. 1 or 2 day classroom settings that force feed your people is nothing more than throwing information at them. But give them one new idea a day. Let them understand it, let them try it, support them with weekly coaching, and over a 58-week period, you transform them. And it takes under 10 minutes a day. Think about it. If you began a learning journey today, how effective do you think you'd become applying yourself for just 10 minutes a day over 58 weeks? That's what we'll do with your frontline supervisors. The results speak for themselves. Companies using the PeopleWork Supervisor Academy report improved team productivity and engagement, reduced turnover and increased employee satisfaction, better safety performance and fewer incidents, stronger company culture and an improved communication. Don't just take our word for it. Here's what real supervisors have to say. By investing in your supervisor's leadership skills, you're not just improving individual performance, you're transforming your entire organization from the ground up, and you're setting your company up with a strong bench of leaders to run the company tomorrow. Now you might be wondering, well, this sounds great, but how disruptive will it be to implement? Well, the answer is not at all. Remember, there are no classrooms, no travel, no time away from the job. Your supervisors can access their training anywhere, anytime, right from their smartphones or computers. It's leadership development that works with your schedule, not against it. If you're ready to transform your frontline leadership and set your supervisors up for success, we're here to help. I'm Kevin Burns, founder of the PeopleWork Supervisor Academy, and I'd love to work with you and your team to help you set your people up for success. Don't let another day go by watching your supervisors struggle. Together, we can build the strong, capable leadership team that your company deserves. Join the PeopleWork Supervisor Academy now.